All right. Well, I have been looking forward to this conversation all day. I'm so excited. Michael, Andre, it's great to meet you. Thank you for your time.
Great to
Uh,
meet you.
Brent Allen show here talking about a fantastic story laid. I don't even know where to start. This is so good. Michael, we'll start with you. How exciting is this? Obviously, markedly different from other roles you've played in the past. Let's talk about it. What excites you about it, and what are you the most excited about for fans to see and to get when they get a chance to watch?
Yeah, I mean, I loved the script so much. It was so well written, and having a showrunner like Nanachka Khan, she's such a her success rate is insane, and she's um so smart and so down to earth. And from the start, you could just tell that she had such a clear vision, and I just really loved the idea of playing a character who had nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And it was just sort of in terms of his relationship with Ruby over the course of the show, I just feel like it was a really interesting dynamic to play, just totally uninhibited and liberated from having to be a people pleaser or be the good guy or anything like that. So that was really refreshing. And I think for fans, it has it has just this built-in hook in terms of what's going on, how is this happening, why is this happening, and it's just a, a very traditional romantic comedy that in which people die.
Yeah, I think the log line is it's an effed up rom-com. I think is
Yes.
like, let's talk about this with you, Andre. Congratulations as well. Big
Thank you.
fan equally. For you, when you get a chance to work on something, what was it about this story in particular, that you found interesting and made you say, I want to commit my time to this as a storyteller and as an artist, because it's a paradox of choice sometimes, deciding how you want to commit your time because it can be lengthy.
Sure. Well, I thought this story was, well, it's one of the ones where like the premise, it's kind of one you wonder what you would do if you were in that situation, whether you're the one leaving the trail of, you know, uh, death or receiving information that you might be one of
Yes.
them. And I think just as a viewer, it's kind of like, oh, what would I do in that situation? Anything that has like there's a lot you can do with it, but it's like it's great because it's a simple premise, but it's like a really good hook. And I think I mean simple in a good way. Like I think when there's a simple thing that can grab you, um, then you don't need much more than that. And that was kind of like it for me. Where you're asking yourself, like, oh, what would I do in that situation?
Mhm.
That's interesting. I think that's like a sign of any good sort of story.
Yeah, you find yourself connecting with the characters on a very simple basis, and
Yeah.
then you can do what you do so well and play to the character. And as Michael said, you know, kind of lending your own personality to it. For you, Michael, the same similar question. You said a little bit here previously, but for you, like, what are maybe some other things that you're looking at? Is it writing? Is it directors? Like for you, what is the most important thing for you to commit your time to a project, even though it could be a long time,
Yeah.
from script to screen?
It's honestly at this point you want to work with good people, even if there's good material, good auspices, good money. At the end of the day, you if you're spending a lot of time on a set, on a location with people, you want to make sure that they're you know decent and good to work with, and good to work for. And also, I just think it's really important when there's clearly somebody in charge who has experience and a track record. And everybody who I spoke to who has worked with Notch, I've worked with Sally before, so I knew her a little bit from when I was much younger. But Notch is just such she is she's so interested in what you bring to the table and wanting to create a good environment. And so after meeting with Notch, it was kind of a no-brainer. And she's just one of those people you want to be in business with, no matter what.
Yeah, and she's very decisive and knows what she wants, which is what you want from someone who's the creative leader of something, you know,
Yeah.
like open to ideas, but they certainly have their own. They know where they need to get it
Yeah,
and what they
exactly.
want.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for your time, both of you. I just love this. So much fun. It's a genre throwback to just some really great storytelling, but also I found myself going, I don't know exactly how I would handle this, putting myself in a pressure situation that could potentially result in death, especially when
Right.
it comes to romance. Again, very different roles for both you, but of course, huge fan of everything that you've done. Thank you so much for your time. Congratulations, Michael and
Thank
Andre.
you so much, man.
And we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Yeah,
Cool, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brett. I'm going to send you back into the press room now.
I made it through with no "This Is Us" questions. I'm so proud of myself. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you.
Thank you, man.